Hey guys, welcome to Diecast, and in today's video I will be reviewing this Maisto 1971 Datsun 240Z. So let's get on it. Let's start unboxing. So with this box, it's very peculiar because you can't just open it like this, because if you look right here, there's going to be a tab that you have to take out first, just like that. Pull it out, and then you can take this end out. Perfect, just like that. And it comes in this weird folding motion right there. And we take the box out. And interestingly, this model is being held by the frame of the box. So if you can see here, there are slits on the corners, and that is what keeps the box together. So very ingenious, actually. And to get it out of the base itself, there's 2 screws underneath, and you also have some rubber bands right here in the front and the rear, and you also see this plastic strip, I guess, to hold the doors shut. Alrighty, now we got it out, and we got all the securing bands and strips out. The car looks, I gotta be honest, I do like these wide body cars and aftermarket wheels and whatnot, but for some reason I just find the wheels a tad bit goofy looking. I mean, you can obviously agree or disagree with me here, but I love the wheels, but it just looks chunky. It just looks too chunky. It doesn't work on the car. So there was a release of this model where it was just the regular wheels. Like it's basically OEM all around. There's no wide body fender flares or anything like that. And I think that was the best representation. But you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and if you guys like this kind of stuff, that's great. But for me, I'm sorry, like it's just not doing it for me, just because like it's just poking out too much. Like it's nice that it's not going over the fender, but at the same time it just doesn't look right. Like I think the over fenders are a bit too much. I think if they did it maybe half and put the wheels a little bit more, that would have been a lot better for my taste. Anyways, so getting to this review here. The yellow, very nice bright yellow. As you can tell, there are no separate pieces for this back marker. You can tell that this is the gas right here, like that's a cap for it, and unfortunately it's also not very well shown here. Like maybe if they did an outline or something like that, but again, like it's a Maisto. Like costs are a little bit cheaper on this side, and they had to do a few shortcuts. And you can see this logo right here for the Z logo at the back. And I thought this was a separate piece, but it's actually not. If we look closer to the fender flares, it's just painted over. Oh, never mind. It's a separate piece. I just got to wiggle it a bit, see? Yeah, it's a separate piece. Not a big fan that it's not connected that well. Okay, that's good. It's a separate piece, so you can make it a narrow body if you wanted to. Okay, so this must be the original body, and then they just added the narrow body, so you have to cut costs again, right? And we have this nice Datsun script on the side, and let's not forget the door handle, which is also not a separate piece. It's just painted silver. There is no window. Yeah, there you go. There is no window, as you can see, but the rear does have a window. And sorry, I mean glass. At the front here, we do see these side mirrors. You can clearly tell they are very plasticky looking, and I don't like how if you go on the side here, it actually shows where it connects to. Like if you see on my left hand side here, you could just see where these side mirrors connect. It's not flush to the car. You got this nice California custom license plate, Tokyo MD. I assume that's Tokyo Maisto Diecast. Got this nice Datsun logo in the middle there, and again, it's not a separate piece. It's a decal. I don't mind the headlights at all, but unfortunately, if you look right here on the side, I'm just gonna move this camera a little bit, and if you look right here in the corner, you see some paint that's missed out, like right there. So yeah, and this is the issues with Maisto. Sometimes they can have some areas where it's not painted that well, unfortunately. We do see a nice grill underneath here. Looks like it's a through and through grill. On the other side, it's pretty much the same, except no gas cap, and at the same time, we do see the antenna back here. Too bad they didn't paint it black. Oh, and I forgot to mention, these are separate pieces for the side mirrors. And if you look at where it connects for the windshield here, you can actually see where there's two tabs here, 1 and 2 up here, right up top, just to show where it connects and clips for the windshield. And at the rear, we do see this chrome exhaust, very plasticky looking, same license plate as the front. We do have separate pieces for the taillights, separate piece for this rear spoiler, and again we see those tabs again for the rear windshield. Alright, now for wheel detail, like I mentioned, I love the wheels. I think it's period correct for the car, but unfortunately it's just not my type. Maybe if it was a tad bit smaller in diameter, like just a tad bit. And yeah, again, like the offset, I think it's way too much for me. So I think it's about the same from the front to the rear. Or is it slightly bigger? I can't tell. They seem to be about the same. And then if you look at the tires, you got some nice tread, and at the same time the tires seem to be a bit of like a smaller tire, just to make it like a little bit stretched out look, I guess. Not too bad. We do have some caliper and rotor detail. Does it rotate with? No, it does not. Same with the back. It does not rotate with. I think the caliper and the rotor are connected to each other and it's separate from the moving parts. Now for the underside, there's a few details, and as you can see, the car does turn. Doesn't turn as well, but it should turn. Should. Yep. Seems to be having a hard time turning. Interesting. Yeah, but as you can see, there are some steering components there, and you get this obviously chrome exhaust, and more components at the back here. And yeah, like there's not much detail. It's basically a plastic mold all through and through, but separates it by this exhaust, and that's about it. Alrighty, let's check out that interior. Let's see if I can open it from the inside. Oh, it's difficult. I have to use this guy. Yeah, it's got some difficulty opening that door, and I just don't want to touch it by the top plastic part. Maybe I'm gonna have to. Okay, there you go. And looks like that's as far as it goes. Let's see. Unfortunately, that's as far as it goes. It doesn't open that much. Let's try the other side before we do that review. This one opens at... Oh, it's about the same. It's about the same. It doesn't open that much, unfortunately. Yeah, look at that. You can barely get in there if this was a real car. But again, you know, like, that's what you get to pay for. Honestly, the Lamborghini, they did a good job on that one. Check that video out. But yeah, like, for this one, they definitely didn't pay a lot of attention to the details on that. And you can see the hinge there, that's the max where it can go. I do like the door card where they separated the crank handle for the window. That's pretty cool. We don't see that every day. Speaking of attention to detail, do you see that nice Datsun logo right on the glove box? That's pretty cool. And you get these nice vents. You can even see where the key goes to lock it. Got 3 great gauges in the middle there. A very plastic looking bucket seat, fixed bucket seat with a harness. Very molded plastic harness there. I'm sure if someone had the time to take them out, customize all this stuff, it would look so much better with like separate pieces like being colored and stuff like that. I'm sure someone has the time to sort of like make Maisto a lot more detailed. I mean, there is already some detail in it. Like, as you can see, the horn button has that logo there. You got the 3 pedals down there. You got some detail in the gauge cluster. A little bit hard to see, pardon the blurriness. But yeah, like, I can see from here there are some details on the gauge cluster. And you can even see the vents right there in the front as well. Wait a second, is that a VIN number? Whoa, that's a VIN number right there. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's a VIN number right there. I don't remember recalling seeing a VIN number in these models before, so that's actually an added bonus. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's I skipped to the engine part. Let's check that one out. I don't think it opens that well, does it? Okay, good. Not much to see. Very quite underwhelming. It's nice that there's some pieces that are definitely defined to be the engine, but it's just all chrome in here, which is, you know, like, I don't know if chrome is the best color, but it is what it is. I mean, they made the strut bar black, so that's okay, I guess. But yeah, it's very chromey in there. And in all honesty, I find it a little bit unsightly, but it is what it is. And the last part, let's check out the rear. There's nothing to really see underneath here. Too bad there's no rear strut bar. And you see where that harness is connected, it's just right there. There's no bar at the back to connect from anything, which is basically your harness to the seat. Okay, that's great. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.